Hey, check this nugget I found out on whenever I was doing a little bit of searching and everything. President Obama was warning about a future epidemic happening back in 2014. Check this out.
Now, much of the progress we've made, progress we still need to make, depends on funding. This is an expensive enterprise. That money's running out. We cannot beat Ebola without more funding. If we want other countries to keep stepping up, we will have to continue to lead the way. And that's why I'm calling on Congress to approve our emergency funding request to fight this disease before they leave for the holidays. It's a good Christmas present to the American people and to the world. The funding we're asking for is needed to keep strengthening our capacity here at home so we can respond to any future Ebola cases. The funding allows us to keep making progress in West Africa. Remember, we have to extinguish this disease. This is not something that we can just manage with a few cases here and there. We've got to stamp it out. The funding is needed to speed up testing and approval of any promising Ebola vaccines and treatments, including those here at the NIH. It's needed to help us partner with other countries to prevent and deal with future outbreaks and threats before they become epidemics. This is something I want to just focus on for a second. Tony and I were fondly reminiscing about SARS and H1N1. Um, that's what these guys do for fun. Um, and we were lucky with H1N1 that it did not prove to be more deadly. We can't say we're lucky with Ebola because obviously it's having a devastating effect in West Africa, but it is not airborne in its transmission.
Airborne.
There may and likely will come a time in which we have both an airborne disease that is deadly.
Like it is in 2020.
And in order for us to deal with that effectively, we have to put in place an infrastructure, not just here at home, but globally, that allows us to see it quickly, isolate it quickly, respond to it quickly. And it also requires us to continue the same path of basic research that is being done here at the NIH, that Nancy is a great example of, so that if and when a new strain of flu, like the Spanish flu, crops up 5 years from now or a decade from now,
5 years
we've
from
made the
now.
investment. And we're further along to be able to catch it. It is a smart investment for us to make.
Well,
It's
what
not just
happened?
insurance, it is knowing that down the road we're going to continue to have problems like this, particularly in a globalized world, where you move from one side of the world to the other in a day. So this is important now, but it's also important for our future and our children's future and our grandchildren's future. In the last few elections, the American people have sent Washington a pretty clear message. Find areas where you agree. Don't let the areas where you disagree shut things down. Work together and get the job done. I cannot think of a better example of an area where we should all agree than passing this emergency funding to fight Ebola and to set up some of the public health infrastructure that we need to deal with potential outbreaks in the future.
Like in 2020.
How do you argue with that? That is not a partisan issue.
It's not.
as a basic common sense issue that all Americans can agree on. Now, I have to say I've been very encouraged so far by the bipartisan support in our various visits with members of Congress. For the most part, people have recognized this is not a Democratic issue or a Republican issue. It's about the safety and security of the American people. So let's get it done. This can't get caught up in normal politics. We need to protect the American people, and we need to show the world how America leads.